Hello everyone and welcome to Monster Hunter World. I only just got this game. I have played through the opening cutscene stuff because I imagine no one particularly wanted to see that. And now I'm going to try and get us to go through this, the first quest. The first actual quest. I've equipped my favorite weapon, the lance. Or at least it was my favorite in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which is the only game I've played in this series. It very well might not be my favorite in this game. I've done a little bit of this quest and gotten myself killed because I had no idea how to use a shield. But I think I understand that a little bit better now, which will be good, because I assure you it was not the most impressive affair. Normally I'd go get some food, but I don't even know how much money I have here. So instead, we're just going to head off and do my best. I got pretty close to completing the quest without items and basic supplies that I normally have, and a complete lack of understanding of how this game works, so I can't help but imagine this will go well.
Alright, this is our first job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1, complete the objective to complete the quest. Easy, right?
Yep.
Each quest has an objective. You can't consider the quest done until you complete that objective.
Makes sense.
Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras. Let's check the map.
And for anyone who does not know and hasn't played this game, the Jagras are kind of the first enemy you fight. You have to hide from them before you get your weapon, and now we're coming for revenge, which is always a good idea.
We ran into some Jagras on the way to base. The small monsters, remember? I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out?
And that is correct.
Rule number 2, use the supply box. The Commission supplies us with a loadout
I feel like
of
that's
certain
less a
items
rule,
for each
more
quest.
a tip, helpful
They're in the
advice.
supply box over there.
But I'll
Have a
appreciate
look
it.
And decide what you should take along. Oh yeah. Hey partner.
All right.
Want to get going?
This guy is, I think, just along to say that he helped. Alright, there we go. So that is how to actually use that lovely giant shield that the lance gives you, which is the main reason why it's my favorite weapon. Or at least it always was.
Ready your weapon before attacking. Keep in mind that what you're able to do depends on whether or not your weapon is drawn. When you're investigating or gathering items, you'll generally want to keep your weapon sheathed. You can gather honey and mix it with a potion to make mega potions.
I'll mark gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
This is one of my new favorite features. Even though I'm not a huge fan of how much help you receive in this the opening seconds of this campaign.
A pack of Jagras! Those are the monsters we're after!
Alright then.
Let's see how you hold up when you're on your own.
Already off to a much better start. Okay then. So yeah, I hope that everyone
They're on
is
the run. Don't let them get away.
interested in
Grab all the
this.
monster materials you can. You can use them at the smithy.
Fair enough. But yes, just like any other Monster Hunter game, kill things, harvest their components, get their hides, their scales,
Over here!
anything else. Get yelled at. I am very interested to see just how useful all these things are, since admittedly I haven't had a chance to actually test any of this. I'm very much a learning experience. I'm not going to
Use whatever you can.
This is much easier. I don't know if I just failed to utilize that flashing thing, but yeah, this is a far easier version of that quest. I actually haven't even had to use my shield.
Let's head home and report back to the old man.
I was unaware there was a second one. This is not going to go very well. Yeah, another one. But, I don't know. He seems pretty ineffective. Or possibly just frightened. Can you blame him? That was a massacre. So I don't know, like, I mean, in past Monster Hunter games that I played, admittedly keeping in mind that is exactly one, you just sort of went home once you finished. And if that's not going to happen, then I guess I'm just going to return to base camp and see what happens. Or maybe there's a timer. There we go. Alright then. So there we go. One completed quest. Very easy, very simple. And if nothing else, I have to say I'm really enjoying the style that they went with for this game. I can probably take it home, actually, can't I? You know, it's a very... I don't know. I'm just finding it to be incredibly attractive. I found that it has all of the... already off to an increase. I don't even know what cutscene I just got. But yeah, already off to increasing stats. I will say that I started off with the Origin Armor. I pre-ordered this. I have incredibly excited to be able to start playing this. I'm not entirely sure why we're connecting here. That's not entirely my intention. I am connected to the internet, so I don't know why it's going to take a while. I sincerely hope this isn't a feature where I'm going to have to connect after every single quest and see this screen come up, because it's not exactly the most interesting content for a video. I think you all will agree. But, alright then, I guess I'll just start with my thoughts about this game. The opening cutscene goes on for about an hour. I mean, admittedly, it's not just a cutscene, and it is very nice looking, but you do spend a lot of time following rather than actually questing. I only recently got the lance and then was a bit busy. Alright. I don't know what session members were.
Good to see you.
I'll narrate this for you all, though I'm sure you can read. So there's no difference in their habitat, but their numbers are increasing, I see. Maybe stating the obvious, but the Jaguars aren't the only danger lurking around these parts. We've also received reports of a Kestodon herd getting out of hand. I don't know what those are. This must be all because Zora Magdoros made landfall. That's a gigantic obsidian-like volcano monster that appeared in the opening cutscene and caused all the problems that get you lost for like an entire hour.
Listen up.
Nah. It's going to be your job to quiet them down. We'd like you to investigate this Kestodon herd and cull their numbers. My favorite way to say slaughter. I'm going along, but wouldn't want you to get hurt. You really don't have to. Turn on voice chat? No, not right now. I'm okay with that.
Alright. Now that you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them?
Smithy. Okay. Who are you? Probably nothing. That looks like a multiplayer NPC if I've ever seen one. Now before I get us hopelessly lost, I'm just gonna check the map. Hopelessly lost, as I stated before. I'm going to warn you all now, I have no sense of direction in this game or in reality, so don't be expecting us to do too well. But while I'm running, you get a lovely view of this misshapen castle of boats, which I think is really cool. It's explained more in the opening cutscene, but essentially this entire area is the landing ground of this huge fleet of ships that came in from way out there, way over yonder to this new world continent. Which, you know, speaking as an American, sure, I can appreciate that jive. Be that as it may, they brought their ships, and apparently they just went and repurposed all the ships into different things. Which I think is honestly the best way to design this sort of area.
There you are, Flavor.
Aha! Look who's back with materials. Step right up. Welcome to the smithy. Thank you. You'll be needing my services a lot. What I do for you is simple. Wherever you go out in the field and gather materials, I turn those materials into weapons and armor. Drop by whenever you find something new and interesting. Here, I'll give you some materials as a welcome present. That's a terrible business model. You can use them to upgrade your equipment. I don't need a movie. Alright, let's see. I don't really need to upgrade that. Alright. I think that's explained. Okay, I already like this a little bit more. So, in my past experiences with Monster Hunter games, you kind of had to either use a wiki to see things. I personally greatly enjoy the fact that I now don't have to do that. And I want to point out my Palico single-handedly gained all the iron ore I needed for this. And as you can see, that is a marked improvement because it has more attack and a lovely, incredibly tiny green area, which means it will be a little sharper and be able to pierce a little more armor. So with that said, let's improve this. Hoi! I will enjoy this cutscene while we're at it. Just a lovely looking game. Great improvement on past games in the series, I say. I like the fact that I have no idea what items are until I find them. That's already really cool, because before, as long as you had the weapon, you kind of knew what to hunt. Now I have no idea, which means I'll just have to keep hunting until I find out. As a level, you can use armor spheres to gain points, which are used to raise your armor's level. The equipment's appearance won't change, but its defense will increase. There's a limit to the number of times a piece of armor can be leveled up. The number of points gained depends on the number of armor spheres used. Exit. I don't know if I have armor spheres. Yes, I have 2. And I'm going to save those. Because, as you can see, why would I take damage? Steam Release Item Pack. I don't know what that means. I guess I'll download some things later. Oh, whoa, wow, okay. That is a significant gift. Because I am a horrible person, I'm just not going to use those just to try and make things difficult for myself. Obviously, if I'm horrible at a quest, I'll go and use them later. But for now, I think I'm going to say that's where I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you for watching my first video. I hope you enjoyed my first quest. I will welcome you all back later to future episodes. Thank you and goodbye.